Farmland values have remained pretty stable this quarter. In the second quarter of 2018, there was a 1% increase from a year ago and about a 2% increase from a quarter ago. The most important thing, I think, for farmland values in the second quarter of 2018 was that prices for corn and soybeans were higher than a year ago, which helped to prop them up. But at the same time, there had been a downturn given some of the discussions around trade disputes, as well as a good start to the crop year. So it's kind of a downward edge to farmland, and I would think in the looking forward a little bit. Some of the underlying issues are the profitability of agriculture. If we think about the stream of income that's being generated by a farm in the Midwest, it's down from where it would have been a few months ago as the crop prices have come down. But at the same time, livestock is also dealing with prices below a level of a year ago, so it's a challenging time not only from a crop perspective but also from a livestock perspective for this quarter. There has been an increase in the amount of loans that are having trouble with repayment, and it's beginning to be a bit more of a challenge. It's at a period now where the ag farm loans are up around almost 6% of the whole loan portfolio that are having troubles, in both major and severe in repayment. So it's beginning to edge up again. The repayment problems really come down to the profitability of agriculture, and right now it's not as profitable as it has been 5 years ago, and so it's a bit of a challenge. At the same time, interest rates are starting to rise, although the real interest rates are still flat, so that's helping farmers. The biggest commodity that's been in the news, of course, is soybeans, with the tariffs getting placed on them by China, our biggest importer of soybeans, and soybeans being our biggest export crop. So it's a key one, and prices have come down quite a bit from where they were earlier this year, and so that kind of created disappointment on the part of farmers, because they were thinking the year might be a bit more profitable, and now it's looking to be less profitable than a year ago for soybean production. I think that farmland values have been fairly stable for the last couple of years, in part because, as I mentioned earlier, the real interest rates have been flat. So even though we've had rising interest rates in the last couple of years, with inflation picking up somewhat, it helps to keep a bit of that from affecting the long-term prospects of farmland at this stage. So it's part of what you think of as an asset valuation model, that you're discounting future earnings, and so far at least the pickup in interest rates has not affected the real side of the evaluation at this point.